Detective Marcus Hale had seen his share of corpses in 20 years on the force, but nothing like this. The alley behind St. Jude's Cathedral stank of blood and burnt hair, the victim twisted in a way no human body should bend. His partner, rookie Dana Ruiz, gagged behind her mask, flashlight trembling. "Jesus, Marcus, what kind of person does this?" she whispered. Marcus crouched, studying the charred fingertips and hollow sockets. "Not a person," he muttered, though he didn't quite believe it himself. He'd been chasing monsters in human skin his whole career. But this was different. The city was already whispering. Rumors of a killer who left no trace except carnage that looked less like murder and more like possession gone wrong. Victims were found days apart, always in public places, and always twisted as if some invisible force had wrung them out like rags. Marcus traced the timeline on his board back at the precinct. All the scenes clustered near old churches, abandoned ones, the kind the city forgot. He didn't believe in demons, not really. But the way priests avoided his questions made his skin crawl. At the third crime scene, Marcus noticed something the others had missed. A black smear along the brick wall, like tar but alive, writhing under his flashlight before dissolving into smoke. Dana stepped closer, reaching out. "Don't touch it," Marcus barked, yanking her back. The smear hissed, spreading into symbols that pulsed like wounds before vanishing. "Marcus," Dana whispered, pale. "What the hell is this?" He didn't answer. He couldn't. But the chill running down his spine told him this was no human predator. That night, Marcus found himself unable to sleep. The faces of the victims haunted him, their mouths frozen in silent screams. He poured whiskey over ice and stared at the corkboard on his apartment wall. The symbols he'd seen were there too, drawn in his own shaky hand. When had he drawn them? He didn't remember. The bottle slipped from his fingers and shattered. And in the jagged glass his reflection smiled at him, though he hadn't. The next morning, Ruiz called him, panicked. "Another one, Marcus. Downtown." They found the body in a crowded subway car. Dozens of witnesses swore the man had simply started convulsing before turning on those around him, clawing like an animal until his body collapsed in on itself. His face was a mask of terror, eyes wide, black veins spidering across his skin. Marcus crouched. The veins were moving. He stepped back, heart pounding, as the corpse twitched and whispered his name. They sealed the subway and burned the body, but the voice stayed with Marcus. In the precinct's interrogation room, he replayed witness testimony, though every account was the same. The victim hadn't been himself. That night, Ruiz confronted him. "This isn't just some psycho," she said. "It's like something is inside them." Marcus rubbed his temples. "You're saying it's a demon?" She nodded, trembling. "And I think it knows your name." The next victim came faster. A priest, strangled with his own rosary in the nave of St. Jude's sign. Marcus arrived before forensics, alone, drawn by a call he swore came from the priest himself. The nave was dark, candles guttering, the air stank of rot, and then he heard it, the priest's voice, whispering from the shadows, but layered, wrong, like a chorus. "Marcus Hale, you can't run from me." His gun shook in his hand as the shadows pooled and rose, forming something with too many limbs and eyes like burning coal. He fired. Bullets tore through the shape, but it only laughed, smoke knitting itself back together. Marcus stumbled backward, cross-shaped window casting pale moonlight across the floor. The thing recoiled at the light, screeching. He bolted, slamming through the church doors into the night air, chest heaving. He didn't stop running until the sirens reached him. By then he was drenched in sweat, whispering a prayer he hadn't said since childhood. Ruiz demanded answers. "Marcus, you've seen it, haven't you? The thing." He nodded, eyes haunted. "It's not just killing people, it's wearing them. Every victim, it rides them until they burn out. And now it wants me." She stared at him, horrified. "Then how do we stop it?" Marcus lit a cigarette with shaking hands. "We don't. We just try to last longer than the others." But he was wrong. That night, the entity came for him. His apartment filled with shadows, whispers crowding his mind until his own thoughts drowned. His reflection grinned in every surface, black veins crawling across his skin. He tried to fight, screaming. But Ruiz burst in, drawn by some instinct. Her eyes locked on him, and for a moment she saw both Marcus and the thing inside him. "Shoot me," he begged, voice breaking, "before it takes me." She raised the gun, hands trembling. The entity laughed through his mouth. "She won't. You're all mine now." The shot rang out. Silence. Marcus collapsed, bleeding, the shadows writhing free of his body and dissolving into nothingness. Ruiz dropped the gun, sobbing as he smiled weakly. "You did it," he whispered. "You saved me." But as his eyes glazed over, she heard it again, faint but unmistakable, in the echo of the empty room. Her name,